So now it says use the graph to answer the following. Which of the following is the limit as x approaches 3? Okay, so as soon as you see this, we want to say, all right, as x approaches 3, I want you to put your fingers on your graph, and I want your fingers to be on the graph until they approach 3 from the left and the right. My x approaches 3. Do my fingers come together? Yeah, at about what value? About. Yeah, about 1.5. Sorry, guys, that should have been more accurate. So you would never, again, Ben, you wouldn't need to guess like that on a test or something. I should have had that be more accurate. Boom. Fingers came together. And maybe you write yourself that note. Fingers came together. What about at x is 2? These are weird because our brain and our eyeballs want to have a fight. At x is 2, do your fingers come together at the left and the right of 2? Yes, you guys, it doesn't matter.
Interruption.
There's a hole.
At this time, I need to do a final call for all students.
Okay. At 2, the limit as x approaches 2. Are your fingers coming together as x approaches 2? Did my fingers come together? Yes. At what value? We get uncomfortable with that because you're like, but there's a hole. I go, I don't care. Did your fingers come together? And if they do, boom, it's at that value. Love it. Then, Thomas, look what I did here. I wanted to know, hey, what's the limit as x approaches 2? But I also then wanted to know what is f of 2. This right here is a point. When x is 2, what's my y?
1.
Yeah, when x is 2, the point is 1. Boom. This is where we're uncomfortable because we've never had to do something like this. Then you can see in 4 and 5, I'm going to talk about when x approaches 4 versus f of 4. Okay, if I'm ever doing a limit, that's where do your fingers come together. As x approaches 4, where do my fingers come together?
1.
At y of 1. Love that.
Why do we need to do the fingers going together thing?
Okay, if you can just see it, you're good. Yeah, you don't have to. I just want you, okay, the limit as x approaches 2, Thomas, I guess it's over here that for me personally the fingers help because I don't want you to say the limit as x approaches 2 is 1.
Okay.
Yeah, like I want you to approach that point from both sides, okay? A limit is all about when x approaches 2, we get very close to it, but not when it equals 2. So that's where this is new, like we've got this arrow as opposed to an equal sign. So we're not saying when x is 2, the value's 2. We're saying as we get really close to it, the value's 2. Yeah, yep, great question, Kate. You guys, what about f of 4 here, do you think? When x is 4, what is that y value? 1, right? Even though it's not like a blatant point, it's made of a point, and that would be the value of 1. Oh, they might ask you to do this from a table. And you're like, what is going on? Well, again, it says t approaches 2. Here are my t values. Do you agree I'm getting bigger and approaching 2 from the left? And then from the right, I'm getting smaller and approaching 2. Notice, Kate, 2 is not on my table. But we're approaching, we get pretty dang close. 1.99 and 2.01 is pretty dang close, but we don't know what's happening at 2. But we're saying the limit would probably be about, what do you think these y values are doing? What do you think? Negative 3.4, negative 3.455, negative 3.4998 from the left, negative 3.5001. What do you think that they're coming together at, Sadie? I think that's a good guess, right? Negative 3.5. From both sides, that's where our fingers would probably approach. Okay, so I purposely put these at the top at a certain x value. So these are all asking about points. F of 6 from this graph. F of 6. When x is 6, what is the point y value?
4.
Boom. It's right there. Love it. Let's do those 3. F of 4.
5.
Yeah, f of 4 has a point at 5. F of 2 does not exist because not only is there a hole, then there's a vertical asymptote for the rest of it. Does not exist. Very good, you guys. Then I asked 9 different limit questions. Whoa, and now look at this. I've got these superscripts. What in the world? Okay, I should have actually put this little line further because these are all asking about as x approaches 6. Check this out. This one is saying, hey, what's the limit as x approaches 6 from the negative side? which side, if here's 6, I'm going to say here's 6 right here. Here's 6. Do you think the negative side would be pink or green of 6? The negative side of 6. Yeah, it's going to be the pink side because aren't my negative numbers always on the left? So if we're coming in from the negative, it's always coming in from the left-hand side. So you guys, if I were you, since this is the first thing, I'd be like, all right, that means coming in from the left. And all that means, Thomas, me personally, you don't have to do it, is you might start on the function all the way over here, and you're on the function, but you need to get close to 6. 6 from the left-hand side. 6 from the left-hand side. If I approach 6 from the left-hand side, I'm going to end at 6 because that's what it's saying, from the left. Where did my pen end up? 3. I don't care that there's a hole. My pen ended up at 3 as I approached 6 from the left. Mr. Ione. So then he's like, hold up. What's this one going to be? For the positive side, positives, you guys, are always on the right-hand side. So I'm going to write myself a little note that now I'm coming in from the right. And Ione's like, isn't this a little redundant? If I come in from the right-hand side and I approach 6 from the right, aren't I still ending up at 6? Or at 3? You're exactly right, Mario. Boom. When there is no superscript, this is like what we saw on the previous page. If there's no plus or minus, that means coming in from both sides. So if there's no superscript, that means coming in from both sides. And then, Thomas isn't going to do it, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to approach 6 from both sides. Do my fingers end up together? Yeah, at what y value? 3. So I just wanted to show the value of the function. The limit from the left, the limit from the right, and the limit as we come from both all equal the same thing, but the point was 4. It's a little funky, okay? Let's try now looking when x is 4. So Mario, as x approaches 4 from the negative side here, or the left side, if I approach 4 from the left side, where does my pen end up? 2. You guys see that? Because I'm going to stop at 4 from the left. I got a 2. What about as I approach 4 from the right side? Here's 4. I got to come in from the right-hand side. Where's my pen ending up there? 5. So they won't always match from the left and from the right, right? So you guys, then if there's no superscript, it wants us to come in from both sides. If I approach 4 from both sides, do my lightsabers end up together? They don't. Therefore, the limit does not exist. But this is weird. The point existed. F of 4 existed. The limit from the left existed. The limit from the right existed. The limit from both sides does not exist because my fingers didn't come together. Carter, Okay. Finn? Okay. Let's look at 2. We said 2 doesn't have a point. 2 doesn't have a point, so we said f of 2 doesn't exist. I'm down with that. Let's go look from the left-hand side. So I approach 2 from the left. I got to stop at 2 from the left-hand side. Where do you think that lightsaber's going? Forever down. How would we say that?
Negative infinity.
You got it. Negative infinity. Boom. How about 2 from the right-hand side? Here's 2 from the right-hand side. Where do I end up? 4. And then when they don't give us a superscript, it wants to know from both sides. So as I approach 2, I just care about 2 from both sides. My right side stopped at 4. My left side's going down to negative infinity. Are they together? No. So my limit does not exist. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to call it. You don't have to do one. Who feels good as I approach 1 from the right-hand side? You could start all the way at 4, but you got to move that all the way until you get close to this 1 from the right-hand side. That y value would be 1. And then we're going to go down. I tried to stay consistent. What about 1 from the left-hand side? 1 from the left-hand side. Where does my... Yeah. 1 from the left-hand side is going to be 0. Thomas, did you do 1C already? Or this question, part C?
Yep.
Yeah, what did you say for C?
D-N-E.
Yeah. Because at 1, do my lightsabers come together? They sure don't. My lightsabers, 1 is at 1, 1 is at 0, so my limit does not exist. Very good, fellas. Boom. Okay, but then what am I asking when I say, well, what's f of 1? Where's the point? Good, Iono. When f is 1, when x is 1, what's the y? Yeah, When x is 1, that point, boom, right there is 1. Maybe I'll put a little 1 over here. Okay, now I'm having to scooch on over to 2. 2 from the positive side. 1. Danny Main, you're on. You've got these. 1, 2 from the negative side. 1. A limit is not what happens at the point, it's what happens as we approach that point. What about the limit as x approaches 2? Both sides. 1 again. We've had a lot of 1s here. And then look, what is f of 2? When x is 2, that point is also 2. Coming in from both sides.
Okay, yeah, I just started this one.
Oh, you're starting over here? Yeah, totally. So you can totally do that. And you're like, man, this is taking a while, but I need to get that left one all the way close to 3. So no matter where you start, we still need to get close to that number. So it might take longer to get over there from the left-hand side, but you got to get there eventually. And to your point, the right-hand side was faster. I'm going to start. I just want to talk through how we would interpret this. It says, which of the following statements is true? This right here is asking, is the limit as x approaches 2 from the left-hand side? So I'm going to say, all right, Mario, here's 2. I want to just start from the left. I could start all the way over here, but I'm going to just kind of start right here because I got to get close to 2. What would you guys say the limit as I approach 2 from the left would be here? -1. So I'm going to say this part was -1. Is that equal to, what was f of 2? This is a point. Yeah, when x is 2, isn't my y value -1? So do we like this option 1?
Yes.
1 is good. I'm down with 1, so I'm going to get rid of answer A, B, and D right off of that. What do we think about option 2? Limit as x approaches 6 from the left hand versus the right hand. Do they equal?
Yes.
Yeah, my fingers come together. Are you using the finger rule, or are you like, dude, that just doesn't work for me? I'm not offended either way. Okay, no worries. So this one would have been -1 equals -1 again. These don't have to have the same value. Like, don't think that they have anything to do with each other. This is just still a true statement. So I'm down with 2. Okay, 3. If there's no superscript, it's asking, where do your fingers come together? Do you agree it's still -1? And does that equal the value of the function when x is 6? That's -3, and -1 does not equal -3. So we're saying C? I did not be very concise for a reason. It doesn't really matter. Then, if I were you, who could tell me where my vertical asymptote is based on, these are all the same equation.
2.
Vertical asymptote's at 2 because a vertical asymptote is always when the blank equals 0. Denominator equals 0. So we know that there's a vertical asymptote at x is 2 because the denominator equals 0 there. When does x minus 2 equal 0? That'd be at 2. So if I were you, I would go put a vertical asymptote in there and maybe you just label that's at 2. Okay, let's answer this then. As x approaches 2 from the positive, 2 from the positive side, what would you say? I heard it. Say it, Livy. You got it. -infinity, she says. This is going down. -infinity. Agreed. So we're going to say this one's -infinity. What about this one? 2 from the negative side. Positive infinity. So this third one's saying, what happens as x approaches 2 from both sides? Does not exist. Very good. Just like Mean Girls. So I did want to do some layman terms of, what makes a limit that not existing and just having ourselves some pictures. A function approaches a different number from the right side of C than it approaches from the left. So we could just draw ourselves a little example. We could have some C value. And it says the function approaches a different number from the right side. So maybe I have the right side coming in, and then it's a different number from the left. So then maybe I have the left side approaching a different number. We need to have one whole, one point, because if they were both closed in, then it wouldn't be a function. It wouldn't pass the vertical line test. So this would be an example of the limit does not exist. That's one example. The second one, it says the function increases or decreases without bound. Anyone remember what symbol without bound would mean? Goes on forever, without bound. Infinity, yeah. So we could say, all right, an example of that would be like, what if my function was doing this? And it says at C. So we can say that we've got this vertical asymptote happening at C. My limit doesn't exist here because we've got a vertical asymptote. Let's be for real. At first, we weren't like mad at it.
It's over.
But then it's like, what? As we zoomed in, this turned bonkers. So this limit, we do not know what's going on in there. It's literally like this, ba, 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 ba. We do not know what's going on. So this limit does not exist. I've never had AP ask about oscillating functions, but I just want to let you know. If you were to draw it, I'd be like this. Woo, 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 woo. And that limit does not exist. It's oscillating. It's oscillating.